What a nice guy, what a skilled guy. Just saviour of the day. New hero unlocked. So this bike got a bloody flat tyre. Here in this video I'm going to tell you about me getting my first ever puncture on my motorbike and my experience of dealing with it. Today was a new experience of dealing with the motorbike. Something was strange about it. I couldn't quite figure out what it was. It's been in the garage for the last 5 days. I had a lovely ride on it last weekend and everything's been going good. The bike looks fine, there's nothing creaking or anything like that. So took him out the garage this morning. I thought he just felt a wee bit heavier than normal, which is an odd thing to feel. I thought maybe I'm just tired, maybe I've been working out too much at the gym. But don't think too much about it. Rode into town and had a lovely time in town listening to the engine through the city and weaving through the traffic. So that was all good fun. So bike-wise, I was like, everything's fine, but there's something. It was a windy day, so I thought maybe the wind is just blowing me around or something. Maybe my rucksack's too heavy or something. Not quite sure. But anytime I gave the throttle a little bit of a pull, the traction control was kicking in. Really easily, usually just in first gear. I was like, what is going on here? I thought maybe there's like a ECU problem, you know, so I don't know, maybe I've gone over a pothole too hard and it's damaged the computer inside. I don't know. And I thought for some reason the traction control is kicking in every time I even do a bit of a gentle pull on the throttle. So I thought this might be a thing for dealing on another day when I don't have actual work to do. Because I was meant to be getting off to take some photos of the house just now. So anyway, in the end, I found out that you'll see here in a minute in this next bit of the video, I'm just like, what is going on? So you'll hear me again kind of trying to figure out what it is. And I've got a flat tyre. And the pressure's also been dropping. There's been a slow leak coming out of the inner tube. Although these are tubeless tyres and tubeless wheels, it is a tubed tyre that I have in the rear here. And I'm getting a more and more flat tyre, and after this bit of video I find out I've got a very, very, very flat tyre. When I try and go around any corner it's just wobbling all over the place, and I take it to a shop to see if they can fix it. So I say, hey guys, do you do any tyres? And they're like, yeah we do, but can't help you. I was like, oh, but I've got a flat tyre now. It's like, yeah, we're fully booked. I was like, okay, I know you're booked, but any chance you can help me out? Like I don't know, just like put some air in it or something, help me out here. It's like, no, yeah, can't do that. We can't even keep our own bikes here. I was like, so what am I supposed to do then? Because my bike is here at the place where you get the tyres, and it's a flat, and you're saying I can't even leave it here. They're like, yeah, call your insurance. I was like, okay, thanks. So I realised I was just getting absolutely nowhere with the service department in this place that I went to go there. But just as I was leaving, the service department must be busy or whatever. But just as I was leaving, a guy called Stevie saved the day. So here I'll show you me trying to determine what's causing the problem, and then Stevie from BikerBNB being an absolute hero. Okay, just now there's something a bit odd with my bike. It seems to be like the traction control is kicking in way too easily, or the back wheel is slipping in some sort of way. So here I'm in first gear, and there's my revs, 1000 revs, and it feels a wee bit wobbly of some sort. Can't quite figure out where the wobble's coming from. And if I give it a little, there, look, kicking in. That orange light is the traction control kicking in. Am I going to be able to get past this bus? Ooh, well, gonna have to do something. Okay, I have another little test of the traction control. So here say I'm not going fast. And the traction control is kicking in all the time. So I'll try and turn the traction control off. Okay, again, let's go see when traction control kicks in. Well, we'll see. Well, Bob is having a bad day. Today we found out while riding what the problem was is that he was having a bit of a flat tyre going on, and we found out there's bubbles coming from the spokes, and we think there's a flat inner tube in there. So I'm with some guys that do the motorbike camping trip things, and they're going to see if they can put a new inner tube in for me. So not a whole new tyre, because the tyre's fine, just a new inner tube. That'd be awesome if the guys can do this, because it was sketchy as anything riding on this with a flat tyre. So top marks of the guys here. Pop. Whew. So much easier. Thank you. What a nice guy. What a fucking legend. What a fucking legend that guy Stevie is. What a nice guy, what a skilled guy. Just saviour of the day. New hero unlocked. So this bike got a bloody flat tyre, and he not only fixed it for me, did it without having to get me a whole new tyre. Just got me a new inner tube. So some of the other things that I've learned from this experience, if your traction control is kicking in from doing absolutely nothing, and your chain is still tight, your bolts are still good, then maybe you've got a flat tyre. So that's something which I've obviously never experienced before, and it's not like with a car, you've got lots of monitoring systems telling you about your tyre pressure. So this one is a case of you've got to squeeze the tyre. Secondly, I was able to ride with it with what was 0 PSI. So Stevie in the place uses a little pressure water air gun thing, and he said, yeah, you have exactly 0 air in here, and are still able to ride around on it. We're talking about 10-20 miles an hour. I was crawling around the place because I was going, this is scary as chuff. Doing any sort of turning around any corners was very wobbly, very scary, not something I want to redo again anytime soon. I also massively have lost my confidence on the ride home after that, so it's just like I was going very slowly through the traffic everywhere, just because it just felt so weird having the bike so unsteady underneath you when riding through town. It really is a bit of a nerve-wracking experience, and it was a nerve-wracking experience. I was exhausted after all of this. It's not like a car tyre where, you get a little warning on your dash saying, your tyre pressure is going down a little bit. You go to a garage, you go to Quick Fit, they put in a new tyre for you, and you drive away. No issue. This one, you get no warnings, your bike's wobbling all over the place, you could die at any minute, you've got cars trying to run you over, corners are absolute lethal, and then when you get to a place to get a tyre, the service department go, can't help, call your insurance, thanks. But additionally, what I will say is that changing a bike tyre is a pretty tough experience. So I definitely could not do this at home. I couldn't even take off the wheel at home. So I've got the tools
to take off the bolt at the back wheel or something, but I don't have a jack that would take the wheel high up enough for me to be able to get it out below the rear fender, the rear bumper. So I would need to. So what Stevie had, he had a little kind of jack thing which goes under the base of your bike, and he's able to just spin it up, and it takes the bike up as high as you need it, which was very handy. So he was able to lift it up high enough so it could clear the rear fender. Or in case, then I guess it means you need to take off the whole rear bits of metal of the bike to get the tyre off. A bit of a hassle. Also, what we'll say is that a tyre change is definitely a two-man job. Again, unlike at a car quick fit place where you just go pew 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 and then pull a tire off or pull a wheel off, taking a tire off a bike, because it's the brake calipers are attached to it, because the chains attached to it, and it's definitely a 2-person, possibly 3-person job to get it done. So it's not an easy fix. They put on the tyre themselves. I didn't see them doing that. I went and chilled out for a while and tried to have a little coffee and calm down. But they managed to put it in with a new inner tyre. The inner tube is something around about 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds or something. So an inner tube is a lot cheaper than a whole new tyre. A whole new tyre would have been £150 minimum, or £250, somewhere around about there. But we saw no damage to the actual tyre. So the tyre, there's no cuts, there's no slices, there's no nails. We just think it must have been a faulty inner tube. So that's a new fear unlocked, is now faulty inner tube. So you can be riding absolutely fine, avoiding all the potholes, avoiding all the nails, avoiding all the screws in the ground, and then it's just a faulty inner tube that then leaks through the spoke. So another thing to worry about. So yeah, it is nerve-wracking, that is for sure. But yeah, Stevie and his guy that run BikerBNB really gave me confidence, like to the point where I was like, one, how chill he is, and two, how confident he was in going, yeah, I can diagnose what the problem is, I can figure it out, we can get it fixed for you, not a problem, do you want to do it? I was like, yeah, can you do this? I didn't know somebody could do this. He was brilliant, to the point where if I were to go on one of these like camping trips, I have confidence in him and his team would be able to sort anything out if anything goes wrong. Just like, what a legend. So yeah, BikerBNB, I highly recommend, because the guys that run it are obviously very skilled, very accommodating, and definitely follow the biker rules of no biker left behind. He saw me in a pinch and he helped me out. What a guy. Big fan.